All right, this is our Monday language arts video. So, let's talk about a few things first and then we'll get to grammar specifically, okay? So first is spelling. You do still have to do your spelling sheet today, the worksheet that you normally have, and then you're doing one other spelling activity, whether it be rainbow words, organizing the words alphabetically, whatever activity you want to do, you just have to practice those in another way, okay? And make sure that you take a picture of that and send it to me if you would like. All right, the next thing is the biography. So to this week, I had you guys keep your biographies, or I sent you a picture of what you wrote. You are editing them. You're making sure that they are grammatically correct. You have capitalizations where you need to and everything. You are going to write your final draft this week. So I broke it down pretty much where you're doing one paragraph per day, and there's one day where you're doing two because we have 4 days and there are 5 paragraphs. But pretty much just for each day, make sure that your paragraphs are correct, that they have at least 5 sentences, that each paragraph wraps up nicely. If you have questions about that, please let me know because that's what I'm here for. All right? Other than that, you're going to be turning them in, and we may or may not be presenting it. I'm still deciding on that one. Sorry, finding my marker. All right, and now we're going to talk about grammar, okay? So this week we're looking at diagramming sentences. So today's worksheet looks like this, and then you have diagrams down there that you got to do, okay? So up here it says underline the complete predicate in each sentence and write the simple predicate on the line. So I have numbers 1 and 2 written on my handy-dandy board, and we're going to go over those together, okay? So let's look at number 1. Number 1 says, our guide wore a uniform. So everything is broken down into subject or predicate. So the subject would be what? Who's the subject of the sentence? It's our guide. So the rest of it usually starts with a verb or somewhere around there. So the verb is wore. Now the complete predicate is everything in there. All right? So we have wore a uniform. That's the complete predicate. The simple predicate is just that verb, just the one verb. So on the line, you're going to write wore. All right? So let's look at number 2. My father has built a fire. My father is the subject. So the complete predicate is everything else. Has built a fire. Okay? And then the simple predicate would be built. Has modifies built because it's a time modifier, okay? But built is what he primarily did. Okay, so I'm going to take a second. I'm sorry if you hear some crinkling. My cat found a bag that she is now sitting on. So give me one moment to write this because now we're going to look at part B where it says diagram the subject and verb in each sentence. Many tourists explore the area. Now, it's going to get a little bit more complex than this when we start talking about compound subjects and compound predicates. But right now, we're just looking at the subject and verb. So, to diagram a sentence, first you're going to start out with a line. Okay? So, it starts out with the subject. The subject would be tourists, right? Oh, to clarify, sorry. Diagramming is a way to break down the sentence into each of its parts, and that way you can see the parts of it and how they make sense. So we have the subject. Next, you're going to draw a line past the subject, like that, to separate the subject and the verb. Now, the verb here is what? Explore. Okay? Now you're thinking, but that's not the whole sentence. And you are correct. Every single word has to be in here. So, he explored what? We're going to try to write here. So we have area. So it goes subject, verb, and then direct object. So the area is the direct object. It's what's being explored. Now hold on. I have tourist, explore, and area. I'm still missing 2 words. I'm missing many, and I'm missing the. So these modifiers will go off of the word that they modify. So what area? The area. What tourists? Many tourists. So you can see tourist is the subject. It's modified by the word many. So tourists, what did they do? The verb, they explore. What do they explore? Area. But what area are they exploring? The area. Okay? And I'll do number 2 with you as well. These are going to get more complex throughout the week, but I'm still going to be going over them with you. Okay? Let's try one more. My father wrapped the gift. Okay? So I'm just going to draw a huge long line here. So what do we start with? The subject. The subject is father. Draw a line. What's the verb? Wrapped. So you're going to go father, wrapped, and then what did he wrap? Gift. Now again, we're still missing the two words. So we're missing my and the. What is my modifying? My is modifying father. So we're going to go my father. That's a weird M. Sorry, guys. So it goes, my father wrapped what gift? That should be at an angle. The gift. Okay? So that's all you're doing for the other 2 as well. Don't forget about the top part, but please make sure that you're doing the diagramming because it will get more complex throughout the week, okay?